Welcome to this presentation on 15 Rocks platform to show you how to assess a investment fund. So we often get the question from asset owners and investment consultants as well as asset managers who ask, is my fund green? Which fund should I get? Like if I'm concerned about climate risk, how do I assess the climate risk of a portfolio? This is a very challenging problem and many solutions out there struggle with this. And many companies are actually just aggregating their climate data and then doing a portfolio like review as if it's just one company. We do it a little differently, and we focus heavily on accuracy, powerful models, and speed of performance. So the way we do this is we look at every company in the portfolio, individually assess them, and then aggregate that back up. Normally people don't like to do this because it takes a lot of time, but we work very hard on the engineering side to make this pretty quick. So here's how we can answer this question. So we want to know the climate risk of a portfolio. So all you do in the application, you just go to the top and you click on Explore Funds. And you come to our fund page. You could just search any fund. I'll just search MSCI ESG Leader Fund. This is a fund managed by Mundi out in Europe. And you get some data. You can click on Analysis here. And you can quickly just select the area you care about. So for example, we might care about shareholder equity. Click on that. You can see some attributes at a high level. We are going to update this to give you a little more granular reporting and allow you to customize it. You click on Select Carbon Scenario, NGFS. You can then select Net Zero 2050 or any other scenario you want. And you just hit Apply. And it loaded actually very quickly. I actually looked this earlier, so that's why it's a little faster. And what you can see here is you can see what the shareholder equity is currently, what the neutral amount would be in order to get to this goal, and what the difference is. And then this is the percent change. So what you can do is you can look at companies that have some kind of percentage, like a high percentage share. So like you can, and then question whether maybe this should be in the fund or not. I don't know these companies, so I can't comment on them, but even if you click on it, I'll open a new tab. You can quickly kind of go through the details of the company. You can understand what they're doing, what their decarbonization pathway should look like if they want to get to their goals. And you can also look at their financial statements and you can apply that same carbon scenario on their financials and very quickly kind of assess what the at a company level impact is. So if we go back to the Mundi fund, we can also benchmark it, which is a very unique solution too. You can select any fund, ETF. I'm just going to select the Spider S&P 500, and you can select the scenario again, the NGFS, Net Zero. And what it's doing right now is it's actually assessing every individual company, as well as every company in the benchmark that you're selecting against. And you can see here something interesting actually. This MSCI Leaders Fund actually has more carbon shareholder equity risk when you factor in scope 1 and 2, and you use the net zero scenario. So their fund here is about I can move my face from here, but their fund here is 9.7% risk, while the S&P has a 2.9% risk. You can also see breakdown of where those risks are coming from, as well as you can start to like group them by other ways. So we can see at a high level, but maybe we want to go to the industry group level. And it calculates it again, and then it tells you, okay, in food, beverage, and tobacco, this is where this fund is really has a lot of risk. And then effectively you go into the fund here, you can go to categorical filter, you can unselect all, select food, beverage, and tobacco, search for it, apply. There's 3 companies in here, and you can see the change in the risk is huge for these two. So perhaps if these two were removed, they would be the fund would be a little less risky from that standpoint. But it kind of shows you non-intuitive information where sometimes you think these climate funds are very sustainable, but they may not be. In this case, again, I want to clarify, I don't know the mandate of this MSCI ESG Leaders Fund. It may not be to minimize their carbon footprint. It might be to help other companies. I don't know, but it's a very quick way. And if I wasn't talking, you would be able to answer this in under a minute. So we try to get you answers quickly and show you kind of really interesting information that you can then either modify the portfolio or make better decisions with. Thank you. And if you have any questions, reach out or visit us at 15rock.com. Thank you. Have a good day.